Where's your nomination? Oh, no. That's session one. Yeah, you can.
Yeah. Algeria.
Here today, and she has our voting card.
Austria.
Present.
China. Croatia. Czech Republic. Guys, please can you make sure you sit with your countries together? Denmark. Estonia. France. Germany. Greece. Hungary. Hungary. Iran. Indonesia. Malaysia. Namibia. Netherlands. Guys, please be quiet. Norway. Poland. Portugal. Romania. Slovakia. Slovenia. South Africa. South Korea. Spain. Switzerland. Taiwan. India.
Am I allowed?
Thailand.
What, sorry?
Turkey. UK and Ireland. USA and Grenada. And we have quorum with 68%.
Please keep in mind, for GA6, we're going to be voting on the next week. Sorry. Okay.
IVSA, okay, candidate members. IVSA Kumasi. IVSA Kumasi. IVSA Milan. IVSA Milan. IVSA Morocco. IVSA Morocco. IVSA Bucharest. IVSA Berlin.
Okay, please keep in mind for GA6, if you're not on time and you're not here for roll call, you're not allowed to vote. It means you're not voting in elections, okay? So please, you have to always make sure you're on time, especially for GA6, okay? Then, before we move on, the chair would like to entertain a motion to amend the agenda to add extra meetings executive session after 40 part presentation, Federation of Veterinarians of Europe. And I move to amend the agenda to add election committee presentation after nomination for symposium year out of the way. Entertain a motion, sorry.
Second.
Any discussion? Any objections to approving the motion? Motion is passed. Okay, move on to nominations for executive committee. This is the last chance to get nominated, and you will have to give the presentation as well straight after nominations. At this point in time, nominations are open. Are there any other nominations for EXO? Yes, Karina.
Karina Halim, IVSA Malaysia. I'd like to nominate Kirsten Abraham from IVSA Austria for the position of Public Relations Officer.
I do.
We haven't asked yet, wait.
Put it out.
Did you?
Yes, folks.
other nominations for the EXCO at this point? Ivan?
As we got the IVSA South Africa, I would like to nominate Bartosz Ligeza from IVSA Krakow for the public relations.
Ooh.
The chair to see Mr. Bartos that he accepts the nomination. Any other nominations for the EXCO at this point? Fine.
Brian Jokums, IVSA Satma. I nominate Leonie Fingerham from IVSA Germany for the position of Public Relations Officer.
Look at everyone fighting for your face. Bartosz is not bad, right? I like Bartosz.
Any other nominations for EXCO at this point? It's your last chance to nominate anyone. Hearing no nominations, nominations are now closed. According to your bylaws, if there's only one nomination per position, these people are nominated without a vote. So we would therefore like to congratulate Denise van Ekelen as Secretary General. You still be asked to give a presentation instead. Now, nomination secretariat. Nominations are now open. Last chance to nominate. Adam. Can you speak up?
Oh my God, so many people.
No, they can. No. No, they don't. They need to be appointed. They don't need to be formally to.
Okay. Any other accept? Any other nomination? Any other nominations? I'm just going to go with this. Yes.
I would like to nominate Uzay Yundas from IVSA for
In Romania, it's 23. Let's see if we can get it.
Okay. Uzay. Can you please tell us who you nominate? Do you accept?
I do.
There's so many people around.
please be quiet. I'm here.
I would like to nominate Joanna Vasconcelos from IVSA Belém, Brazil,
That's, yeah.
Does President accept?
Yeah, she's accepting.
See,
Any other nominations? Sorry. Lara.
Lara Sina, IVSA Austria. I'd like to nominate Sayed Abdavan Mustafi from IVSA Iran for Secretariat.
Sayed, do you accept? Adalan or Adalan? If you're Adalan, right?
You want
Any other nominations? You.
Junchung, IVSA Malaysia. I would like to nominate Supasiri Joru Sombat, IVSA Thailand, for secretary.
Sounded like this, that's super serious. Super serious.
Sayed, do you accept? Okay, any other nominations? Alex.
Alexander Sills, IVSA Portugal. I would like to nominate Spiros Anastasio from IVSA Thessaloniki for secretariat.
Do you accept?
STYRO.
Any other nominations? Lady. Guys, please be quiet. Okay, thank you very much. Any other, Andre, do you accept? Any other nominations? Andre. Guys, please be quiet. And Leonie, do you accept? Okay, any other nominations for secretariat? This is the last chance to nominate anyone. Hearing no nominations. Is the question nomination? Yes, what? Yes, how do I spell it? SEO. Oh, sorry, yeah, in Dutch we say
Yeah.
Other nomination yet? Sorry, can you repeat? Sana. I say Tunisia. Sana, do you accept? Can you state your name again, Slovakia? What was your name? Okay, thank you. carried at this point. Hearing no nominations, nominations are now closed. Moving on, nominations for trust. Nominations are now open. Last chance to nominate anyone for trust. Are there any nominations for trust at this point? Kiki?
I nominate
Charlene, do you accept?
I accept.
Ivan?
Because IVSA South Africa, I would like to nominate Lana Lee from IVSA South Korea for the position of trustee.
Lana, do you accept? Okay, are there any nominations for trust at this point? Yes. Sayed, do you accept?
Yeah.
Are there any other nominations? Hearing no nominations, nominations are now closed. Your laptop is making sound. Okay. Moving on to nominations for committee chair. Nominations are now open. Last chance to nominate. Are there any nominations? Karina.
Karina Halim, IVSA Malaysia. I would like to nominate Javier Canivades from IVSA Portugal as chair of Wellness Committee.
Sabia, do you accept?
I do.
Any other nominations? Celia. Okay, Gavisha has already sent the message that she accepts. Any other nominations? Joseph.
With the blood UK Island, I would like to nominate Hillary Antosh and the World Press Conference.
You have to say country as well.
In the country, you have to say Southman. Southman is not a country. Just read the document.
Either you accept. Any other nominations? Shadi. Speak up, please. On? One. Celia, do you accept?
I would like to nominate Hank as chair for the position of chair. I haven't done this for 3 weeks.
Any other nominations? Andres. Majid Nasir? Yep. Do you accept?
Yeah.
Correct, right? Any other nominations? Yes.
Ethan Jiang from IVSA Taiwan. I would like to nominate Maria Sinkowska from IVSA Poland for Animal Welfare Committee Chair.
I've already received a message from Maya that she accepts. You were also nominated for secretary. And you spell your name. Your name. Oh, yeah, thank you. Okay. Any other nominations? Ma'am? This is a bar. You accept it. Yeah. Any other nominations? Brian?
Brian Jokums, IVSA SADMA. I would like to nominate Kiki Stride from IVSA the Netherlands for the Ad Hoc Committee on IV Safety position.
Kiki, do you accept? Charlene? I saw your head.
Charlene Lemoine, IVSA for France. I would like to nominate Juliette Chauvet, IVSA for France, for the position of chairman of the standing committee on students.
Juliette accepts? Any other nominations? Please. Are there any other nominations? I'll support it. Brian, do you accept? Are there any other nominations for chair at this point? Hearing no nominations. Nominations are now closed. That being said, according to the bylaws, we elect everyone that doesn't have anyone running against them. So with that, I would like to congratulate Michael as new chair for Scody. And new chair for working with the policy. Okay, moving on to symposium for a year and a half away. This is your last chance to be nominated.
65.
Yeah, okay. Whatever changes happens. Are there any other nominations at this point in time? Hearing no nominations, nominations are now closed. I'd like to congratulate nominations will be open during a special general assembly as well. Are there any other nominations for Congress at this point? Hearing no nominations, nominations are now closed. Okay, moving on to the next point is presentation by the election committee. Amos, please come down. Thank you.
Where do I set the button? Huh? Where do I set the button? Right, do you know? Okay. Do you want to increase or lower? Lower. FN? FN? And either F11 or 12. Oh, got it. Just keep. Yeah.
Oh,
Isn't it?
no, just
Oh, how about you exit this one? Oh, exit this one. I don't know.
support.
FN? No, it doesn't work. Weird. Did I lock something? Oh, I probably locked that FN.
Hi.
Oh, got it.
So I'm just quickly going to explain to you guys how elections work and what you should keep in mind. So if I don't, I've sort of presentation so I'm doing this one, so okay, so as you all know, we were nominated. You have to do a presentation today. We allotted a supervisor from the African we allotted for IVSA 3 minutes for the presentation and then a short summary by the nominator. So if I'm ready for a position, but Emma nominated me, she has to just give a short hello, this is who I am, and then I do my presentation. And then for secretariats in charge, just 1 minute presentation, and then everybody for committees and other countries, we allotted 2 minutes. So that's pretty straightforward. The questions. So everybody are asked obviously to question the people who are doing the presentation. We allow 3 questions. If you look on the IVSA, Vienna of Austria Facebook page, I commented incorrectly, but I commented on the post, so it will go to the top again. Emma has a little file where it has a list of questions that we might want to consider just as guidelines for specifically.
They have to submit questions.
Sorry?
They have to submit questions.
Have to submit questions. Okay, sorry, have to submit questions. Okay, so questions to Secretariat and Trust Officer Romani. And then any extra nomination shall automatically count as a nomination for a member for Secretariat should the nominee not be elected to the extra unless the nominee chooses to opt out of being nominated for Secretariat. So if you don't get your extra position, will automatically be taken into account to run for Secretariat unless you specifically tell us you do not want to run for Secretariat. Okay. And after the end of the session, everybody who has to submit their nominee form, we're going to put them all on the glass doors. We're going to put them up so you can go and read what everybody's saying and answer the questions. Yes, this is nominee form. Okay, and then general rules for elections. The EXCO and chair's positions are election of nominees by preferential ballot, and you have to get an absolute majority, which means you have people within the percentage of vote. And then Secretariat and Trust is by plurality and majority, which means the people with the top 8 people with the most votes for the positions. So I'm just going to explain to what preferential ballot voting means.
So we'll explain that tomorrow. The voting is tomorrow.
Whatever. Okay. Anyway, so the election will take place first, then Secretariat, and then the rest. Candidates must leave the room when the election starts, so everybody who delegate per voting entity comes to collect 2 voting ballots per election when called according to roll call. So we will sit here and call every country, and then we have to choose someone's term and give 2 ballots. Every country in the numbers get 2 votes. After the last ballot has been handed out, each voting entity must return the 12 ballots to the election committee, stating the name and voting entity to which they belong. So just the same as it goes. And then the GM can ask from any official of this year to show his or her report card up. So the report card is something that they started. It's just for anybody that has been in any kind of official position before. They put up a kind of evaluation of how they're going to be in that position. So you can ask to see everybody's report card, just evaluate how then how you will vote. The ballot will have the names of the nominees for ex-countries which are required to write on the left of each name a number showing the order of preference, one being the most applicable. So you're going to write, if there are 3 people in the same position, you're going to write, I prefer this one, so he's number 1 the most, and then 2 and 3, etc. for other ones. And then for secretaries, you have to press a tick on the box. A tick on the box on the left of the name of the person you want to vote. So you can take 16 people for secretaries and 12 people for clerks. That's just because every country has 2 votes and there are 8 people or 8 positions. Okay. You cannot vote against someone because we decided that it's mean, you may not vote against anyone. So you can abstain if you do not feel strongly either way, by just not voting. So only casting 10 of your 12 votes or 3 of your 16, it's up to your country. But you cannot vote against anyone. Oh, this is their example. Don't forget now. Do you want to explain this tomorrow? Okay, so criteria for voting, basically voting is anonymous and important apparently, we didn't know that. By voting someone, you state that you trust that this person is the most suitable for working for IVSA for a year. It does not mean that you like this person. I mean, you may like this person. So it's not mean that you do not like someone. Anyway, so basically what this is just trying to say is, don't just focus on because they're your friend. Please think about what they plan for that position and how they will be for IVSA, what they will bring to the table for IVSA in the next year that they will be in that position. Don't just be like, oh, we trained nicely last night, let's just vote for that person. Please don't do that. And then it's it. We just need to know what's different. And then they just put some nice criteria for you guys to keep in mind. Take into account the personal attributes, examine, for example, organizational skills, the ability to work in a team, their motivation and dedication to IVSA, relevant IVSA experience and other experience which might be relevant to the position they're running for, and then overall, who they think is most suited. Using is most suited to the position and who's elected to that position will result in votes and more benefits to IVSA. So that's the first name, but you can see that. And then most importantly, please pay attention. Pay attention always.
If you have any questions in regards to the election, please ask Melody, Panos, or Anna. I can down here. Oh yeah, here, Anna. Okay. Any question, Maggie?
I would please like to request the report card for the officials nominated for the position.
Okay. Like we explained at the beginning, when I gave the presentation about activities, there's been report cards. cards for all the IVSA officials, which can be shown during the elections if it's requested. So now that it's requested, so we'll put up the report cards together with the motivation that is internally forced on the most. Okay. Continuing with the exciting part. Presentations for the executive committee. I'm going to go back to the original one. So we're starting with EXCO. I'm going to go down in the order of what you will see on the screen now. EXCO, the one that nominated you will speak for one sentence, and I will be very strict with that. If I hear a point somewhere in the sentence, I will stop you. And also, the EXCO will be able to speak for 3 minutes. At exactly 3 minutes, I will stop you as well. Okay? So first up, can we please give a big round of applause for Denise?
Hi. So, I know Denise for a year now. We met at the IVSA Congress in Romania. Since then, I have seen her organize a whole conference at Utrecht and leading her chapters. She saw a lot of how the work of the... No, that's not. No. There's a comma. No, there's a comma. There's a comma. She saw a lot of how the work of the general secretary would be because she's a close friend of Emma. And I think she will be the best for the position because she's willing to give all her best, she's organized, and she is going to do her best.
Oh yeah.
Well, dear honorary life members, dear trustees, dear executive committee, and dear members of IVSA and dear others present, although I don't know if there are others present, except for myself. Well, this is it. I've been elected as Secretary General, and this should be my moment to shine. Something I'm not really used to, but something for which I'm quite nervous. But well, who am I? I can imagine many of you don't know me, so I'm Denise. I was born in the extreme south of the Netherlands, almost in Belgium, in 1993. And I spent my first few years of my life near and on a children's farm. And that's where my passion for the farm's life and for animals started. Something I tried to visualize to you by wearing this suit. But years went by, I went to primary and high school, and I started to grow up. I started to professionalize. And something that went even faster when I left my birthplace and studied in Utrecht. I joined several committees. I enjoyed the student life, and of course I still do. I learned a lot about myself, my strengths, and my weaknesses. I became more professional in organizing events, leading groups, teaching and helping others, and this is what led to the second image of me, which is the grown-up Denise. Ready for a position in Exco and struggling to get the suit on. But why Secretary General? I don't have much time, so I'll try to explain it briefly. The role of SG includes a wide range of responsibilities, and focusing on one subject has never been one of my strongest points. So the possible variety of the position is something that attracts me strongly. The second thing that attracts me is helping others, which has always been one of my favorite things to do. So I hope I can assist the EXCO very well next year. And besides that, I've always been a very structured person, and some people might say you're a little bit too structured. But it will make me suitable for the position of Secretary General. Well, the last thing is, I've seen some things in IVSA, a similar organization as IVSA, and they professionalized a lot in the past years, just like IVSA did. And I sincerely hope to professionalize even further than this exco and former excos have done, but then without all the bureaucracy, because IVSA must remain accessible for every member. And I told a lot, I'm running out of time, I guess. So I'd like to thank you for your attention. Please ask questions if you've got questions. And just remember one thing, which is my personal slogan. If I put my mind to something, I'll do everything in my power to see it succeed.
So guys, if you have a question, you're supposed to put them on the form during the presentation so we can answer them now. If there are not any questions, I will take questions from the floor, but it's always really difficult to decide who takes the question, so your question might not actually be asked. Otherwise, you can still ask the question during nominee hour, which is during lunch right after. We have I see. Are there any questions for Denise right now? Okay, thank you very much. Okay, next up we have Andre. First you're nominated. Lana. You don't have to come down.
Wait, you have to speak up or mic? Isn't there a mic?
You can speak up.
Can everybody hear me?
Yeah.
Yes, I was one of the persons watching the office work as the secretariat, and I believe that I am not the only one who recognized him as the most reliable and most responsible for what he is in charge of. So I am very, very excited and glad to see him in office as the next year. Thank you.
Okay, first of all, thank you, Lana. I really appreciate those words. Second of all, thank you all. For me, it has been great last 2 years since I've been starting visiting IVSA events since UK, with every event being so much better and more special, and that's not because of idols, or not because of what we agree on, but it's because of you. And that's exactly why I want to be MOD, or I am MOD now. Because that's exactly the position which makes me able to be in touch with most of you, to make great friendships, and maybe something more than just friendships, it just makes it even better. That's what I will try to pursue as MOD. I don't talk to you about what I think will be good at. I think that I know what I was bad at. I think that I was taking constantly to my word. And that's why I also stepped down from the position in my local chapter, which I would also like to thank, because without them I wouldn't be here now. So thank you, IVSA, for now. I think they will do well without me, and I will focus 100% on being MOD that you want. With that said, I hope that you will be happy. I will be happy. We will have a lot of fun together, and also we will manage to move IVSA on forward. I like to say that I really appreciate how many people are running for things, because this is exactly what makes us equal and friendship organization, because nobody is afraid to speak up their opinion and stand up for they believe for. Many people are coming to me for some advices lately. I can't guarantee you that those things that I said were the best choice. I can guarantee you that it was my honest opinion. And that's exactly quickly how I want to grab this exco position as well, so that we can all see that we are just equal friends that can work together. Just want to have some fun in the IVSA. That's it.
No, as in.
Okay, are there any questions for Ivan? If you've asked them on the form and it may have not worked. Okay, no questions, thank you. You can stay here to introduce Andre.
That is so good. Okay, so one sentence. I nominated Andre because I know him since great congress in Romania, and he and the whole OC were such a capable team. So together with how hardworking he is as a secretary, I believe he will be, and now we can say that he will be, a great dad to all of us.
Hey everybody, first of all, thank you very much, Andre, for your beautiful introduction and for nominating me. So, my name is Andrei. I came from Cluj-Napoca, Romania, where I study, and in October I will start my 5th year of study. This is my first IVSA event already, and I think that some of you know that last year at the 64th IVSA Congress in Romania, I was part of the OC. Until now, I was an IVSA official, and now I'm the daddy, thanks to you. Why do I want to become an EXO? Because I love to take part of something, I love being involved in activities, and I'm really used not having free time at all. Why that? Because, first of all, I'm the dad secretary now, and I'm the dad, and I really know what to expect from this position. Second, because I love to help other people, and I know that by having this position, I could do it better than now. Last and not least, who doesn't like to be called the daddy?
Hey, Daddy.
Being a secretary meant a lot for me. I learned to think differently, to accept much easier the opinion of other people, and to take the responsibility more serious. We had a really good year, with lots of plans and plenty of success. I don't want to bore you with all my activities during this year, because you can read them on my final report, and I think all of you saw them at the IVSA merchandise stand. I will continue my work, and I want to continue all my plans to take them to reality, such as the art exhibition I was talking about last year, and the online shop on which we could sell IVSA merchandise and ship them to the animals. So, enjoy the rest of Congress and make sure you are having fun.
We don't have any questions on the form yet for Andre. Are there any questions? Oh, we do. Oh, we do.
Okay. Can you please explain how you hope to encourage more fundraising for the benefit fund globally as well as for community
So for discussion, I think I already did some with IVSA merchandise, and I think at the next level, with the online shop, we will have more people buying stuff from IVSA branded stuff and everything we want to sell. And this shop will bring us a lot of money for the DF fund.
Any other questions? Okay. Thank you very much. Okay, now we're just going to start in the order of how we're nominated. So first up, Tom, can you say one sentence about why you nominated Fiona?
I got to know about last week during the training workshop, and short, all I can say is she's amazingly friendly and easy to work with. proudly nominated.
Thank you very much.
So thanks Tom for nominating me, and thank you to all of you guys for giving me this huge opportunity. I'm really, really excited and grateful to be here today. So for those who you don't know me, I'm Vera Gonzalez. I'm from IVSA Barcelona, and I'm running for our position, External Relations Officer. When I went to my first IVSA event, I realized that we are not just an student association, we are a family. And in that moment, I knew I had someday to become a better part of it, a bigger part of it. And now is the time. Now is the time to give you guys something back, because I already have so much from you. And what a best way to do this than to serving you as the new arrow to you as me. I've been thinking for quite long now and considering this election. And this year, in fact, I just took half of my subjects because I got elected to have enough time to be able to handle my responsibilities. Another fact that I just became aware of recently talking with previous arrows is that most of our sponsors' headquarters are in Europe. So for IVSA, it would be really more efficient to arrange face-to-face meetings if we have some European students in that position. I also believe that if I'm elected as a new arrow, I will work really hard to try to grow IVSA Global, but for doing that, I will work with everyone to try to improve them, making them stronger, and for that, I will work with everybody to make sure that they give the sponsorship they deserve. So, what I want to improve if I become the new era? First of all, I want to improve IVSA professional image and netting by creating sponsorship cards so we'll have more beneficial. After, I also want to look for new sponsors. And finally, I want to improve our current contract with health. So, for all of this, now you know why I'm standing here in front of you today. I'm only asking you to trust me, to trust in my energies, my delivery, my new ideas, and especially in my will to make IVSA remain what has been for me, for all of you. A place of caring, meeting, and cooperation between all of these amazing people that love the vet profession. Thank you very much, guys, and feel free to ask any questions.
I want to go to the next one and ask the questions for this position. So first, can we have Brian say something about why you nominated him?
Hello everyone. I nominated Anil. Sorry, Anil. From our meeting last year in Romania. I've never known someone to be more connected with more people, and I've no doubt to be able to use his professional nature and all the connections he has to do an amazing job for us as an organization.
Thank you, Brian, for that. Dear delegates, but rather dear the IVSA family, over the last few days and many months that I have taken to decide and think about running, I've constantly been asked one question, and that is, why would you want to put yourself through another extra year? The answer is very simple. It's the love and the passion that I have for IVSA is pretty crazy, and it's something that I can't truly explain from myself. I've explained to many IVSA, to many friends and family, and the work we do, and they all say the same. Your face lights up speaking about it. The decision to run was not a spur of the moment, but involved many hours of thinking and speaking to many people that I might be involved with before I came to the conclusion to run. For all of those that don't know me and who I am, my name is Akil Gina. I'm from South Africa, the land of the sunny blue skies. I'm my fourth year of studies and currently serve on EXCO at CC. During my time at CC, I was involved in a lot of work with the committees. And during the term, I was lucky and privileged enough to be able to interact with many of the partner organizations to create projects for the committees. During my time at CC, I was able to also create new partnerships with companies VIP. I was also EO and president of my local chapter in the recent years. It's always easy to say that you're motivated. It is always easy to say you have a passion and love for something, but it's always very difficult to explain it. I've been a part of the IVSA family for the last 4 years, starting in 2012, where I was thrown in the deep end to becoming the IVSA South Africa EO. And since then, I've never looked back. For me, this family, this love, was something that was really a figure until you come to Congress, until you meet the people from around the world. And for me, that was something that I will never change, and that was a bond that was created that I can't explain. The motivation to improve IVSA comes from the belief that the knowledge and skills that I have can truly benefit IVSA. It comes from working with a bunch of passionate people within IVSA, as well as those from partners and sponsors who want to make the world a better place. I want to share my passion with all of those that I have interacted with. And I also think that by being Aero, this is the best place to let the passion shine through. To quickly speak about my skills, as Aero, you always need to be able to present an extremely professional side. And I think that by working with as CC and being on part of HR, I've been able to do that. There are two negatives to me, and you can read about them more in my nomination form. Passion, motivation, and experience. This is how I would like to sum up my speech. I will end it differently to most others with a quote by Roger Clifton from it. All being hated. Yeah.
Okay, so the first question is, have both the candidates met with the current era to discuss the details of the position, ongoing project, and promote improvement for next year? Have you both met with the current era and discussed the position?
Well, I've been talking to Sam quite a lot this last day, and I think we catch up pretty much. And also I've been reading the bylaws and the manuals, so I think that, yeah, that answers your question.
So I have spoken to Stanley and I've had a with Expo, and also by being involved with the Expo this year, I have the knowledge of all the different doctors in the area.
Okay, next question. This is a long one. For the last 2 years, the era has been in the United States, and for the entire duration that Exco has had the position of era, the position has been filled by a native English speaker. Being that neither of you are from USA, UK, or other English-speaking nations, could you please explain how this will affect you? You want to start?
So this particular question is answered in my nominee form. You will see that I'm not a native English person, but I think that this will be me a strong point because I will be really, really careful and review everything every time I write something or so. And also, I think Expo is a team, and we have already a native person who's Malcolm in the team. So if I have any doubt, I always can go to him. So that's it.
Okay, so I'm from South Africa. I speak English as a native language. I did and do really well in English in school. And you'll see in my nominee form as well that sometimes when I'm very rushed, because I try to respond quickly, I sometimes make English errors, which I love to get from South Africa continuously. But I have, that's has been indicated to me, and it is something that I am working on. And I think that because I am kind of the native English speaker, that I will be able to, in general, be able to communicate a lot better with just email to other people, because that's a general mode of communication to external partners.
Any other questions? Okay.
quiet.
Okay, so Sammy, this is not the first time.
You're not allowed to play.
Okay, sorry, to the chair. Sammy, to the chair. Sorry, in all due respect, I did approach you directly. I approached Sammy directly to speak about me and her thoughts behind me running. I didn't specifically ask and answer each project, but that's because I've been working the entire year and I have been really important about it. But I did approach you, and I was question did we approach you? Did we approach Sammy with regards to the position?
Okay, thank you. Okay, there's one more question allowed. Is there something on the floor? Is there anyone who wants to raise a question from the floor? Shadi? Please speak up because you're always back.
Subtitles, please.
Why? Everyone's sitting.
Andre, you got promotion, you don't need to do that.
He's not promoted yet. I'm still the emoji. Come on.
German time.
So just one more question for Akil, for the position of Akil. So, what are your specific key points of focus for sponsorship?
Do you want to ask just Akil or both?
Just Akil.
Okay, so one of the big things is I've been able to network and partner with a lot of different organizations, and I think that one of the nice things and the things that we're lacking, you'll see my nominee form, is that we don't have a very African-centered direction with our partners, with our sponsors. I have been in contact with my university lately, and they have been dedicated, and I have been working on it slowly this year, to work with more African partners, etc., as well as working more with grants, which is something that we've always planned on doing, but with my skill set, I think that I can improve that and actually get more grants done, which would help with the pay position if that comes around correctly. As well, yeah.
Okay. Those are the 3 questions, so we're now going to move on to the next position. Thank you, Akil. Okay, next up we're going to Public Relations Officer. So first we have Kirsten. Karina, can you say one sentence about why you're nominated?
Okay.
Thank you. Okay, I've known Kirsten for a year now. I met her in Romania, and the moment the moment I was asked to say something about her, why I elected her as public relations, all I had to say is stop. She's the current OC. She's competent. She's sociable, and she's overall amazing. Ladies and gentlemen, Kirsten.
So, hi, my name is Kirsten Abraham, and I first off want to thank you. You're the most awesome person I ever met. Thank you for your words. I love you. So, every one of you only know me as the mean Austrian girl that wakes you up, that screams at you because you're late or something else, and or you come to me because you need something from me because I'm part of the youth. But today, I need something from you. I need you to consider me as a new PRC. But today, I'm sorry. Normally, the first thing you will notice when you look at me, that I am a girl. Normally, girls are not that fond of technical things, but I have to disagree with that because I am basically born and raised with it because I am the daughter of a programmer. So every time someone of my friends has a problem with their computer, it doesn't work, or it does something it shouldn't do, they come to me because they call me the little IT girl. I know that following Malcolm will be a hard job. He will leave big footsteps behind. But I can assure you I will do my very best to fit in those footsteps. I'm willing to learn from him, and I can follow others, but I can also work on my own. I'm good at teamwork. Yeah. I think being Being an expo, I think it's important that you can step up for yourself, but it's most important that you also have out. If you and not for the position you actually sign up for, because we are a big team. When I think about IVSA, I think that we are a big family and that everyone should provide its very best. And I think running for that position, I am doing exactly that. I, I think the position is the most important because every person who is contacting IVSA would first talk to me. So I am ready to talk with students as well as the sponsors. I will provide all my free time I have to that position. Because if you decide to like me, I will really work hard and do everything I can to succeed in this position. Because I love this organization, I love what it brings for us, and I think it's the most important thing that you know that I will be there and do the best I can. Thank
Okay. Yes, so Marcus got nominated by Ivan. Ivan, can you please say one sentence?
Okay, I met Bartosz last year in Romania, and the reason I nominated him for this specific position was I've seen the skills that Bartosz specifically has with objects relating to the PRC position, and I think he would be an excellent person for this job, and he's a
Okay, there is a message from Bartosz. I'm gonna this. Put it on the timer then. So I'm Bartosz now. My name is Bartosz Vigeta. I'm a fourth-year vet student at the University Center of Veterinary Medicine, also the president of IVSA Krakow 2015-2016 and 2016-2017. I'm running for the position of Public Relations Coordinator at PRC in the Executive Committee for 2016-2017. In my opinion, the only way to actually feel IVSA is to be as involved as one possibly can, and becoming an EXCO member would be a terrific opportunity to do so. Ever since our role has been accepted, I did my best to share the enthusiasm, spread the word about IVSA, and to contribute to the mission of benefiting their students and animals. Unfortunately, I could not attend the 65th Congress in Vienna, but I already attended in a symposium in the UK and last year's Congress in Cluj-Napoca, which gave me a good picture of what IVSA is and what would be my potential duties if I were be elected. The last year I was running for the same position, but luckily wasn't elected. Why am I happy about that? Because at the time I wasn't certain whether or not I would like to become a PRC. Also, I didn't exactly know what the PRC does, but things have changed. By collaborating with EXCO, especially with the current PRC President-elect, as volunteer secretary, I have learned what are the duties and challenges of the PRC, which strengthened my will to become the next one. Thanks to the fact that I'm the president of RMO, I've learned that devotion is absolutely necessary because I have to be available 24/7, which is a good experience to have, especially when running for such a demanding position. Furthermore, I reckon that my decent skills in Adobe Photoshop would be really helpful to keep the design of the future content, such as the website, brochures, journal, business cards, certificates, and at possibly highest level. In addition to this, my inward geekiness and IT experience might be useful for troubleshooting and keeping stuff so that the website and mailbox working flawlessly. I think that the experience of cooperating with EXO in last year, a will to improve, and skills that I possess are enough to take on the challenge of being the next PhD. And that's something in Polish that I can't pronounce. Thank you. Next up we have Lady Finham. Perhaps can you say the sentence of our nominated first?
Yes. My heart was really full of joy last time when I realized that Leonie was interested in running for the position of public relations coordinator. Due to her really amazing nature. She's become a great friend of mine, and I couldn't think of a better person to represent IVSA in this position. So I present to you, Leon.
Servus, salut, hola, and for the rest of you, it's just a hi for now. But I promise to learn at least 5 more greetings over the next year. I really enjoy being around all of you guys and making so many friends from all over the world. And of course, I don't want to just go back home and stop communicating with you. So here I am, trying to get involved more into our awesome association and being there for all of you to connect IVSA with the outside world. But why do I want to become PRC? In Germany, we have a saying like, do good things and talk about them. Because what would IVSA be like if we wouldn't talk about it? If no one would reply to emails or update the homepage, or even worse, there were no updates for you guys anymore on Facebook, Twitter, or Instagram. What we are doing here, we could never have so many people without communication. So I guess we will need in PRC for the next term. When I was still unsure if I should run for this position or not, a friend asked me what exactly speaks against fulfilling my dream to becoming part of the new Expo. But it was kind of the moment when I realized I should definitely run and give it a chance to become true. And to be honest, I'm not such a computer-addicted person like one could imagine about a student running for PhD. But thankfully, all of us aren't here to become IT professionals, but to be around animals. And at least I left a mouse there, where I'm dealing with most of the PhD tasks. Furthermore, I'm glad I already found so many among you willing to help me out with whatever might happen. So there's a secret test secretary from Taiwan willing to help out with the homepage. There's a technician in the background, and I even found myself a ghostwriter coming up with ideas that compare PhD with a mouse vector. Since I got in touch with IVSA for the first time about 2 years ago, I'm really impressed by what the organization does and the spirit behind the association. I now feel ready to get involved more and not only be active in our local MO, but also in IVSA Global. Besides my studies, lots of sports including normal team stuff, I've spent more than 1 year building up our local chapter in Leipzig. Besides from a lot of fun, some challenging last minute decisions, it also makes me way more organized person. But back on track and back to PhD. Being the connection between the outside world and IVSA will be a challenging, but also really exciting task. As I've enjoyed communicating with people, helping out with information wherever I can, and providing students with tools, PhD might be the best choice for me. Danke fürs Zuhören. Merci. Gracias. Thank you so much.
Nandi, are there any questions from the floor?
Okay, I'll start with questions to everyone. How can you manage from internal chapter of the MO to be more active in IVSA level? Okay, I'll repeat the wording. Sorry, I don't actually understand what I'm explaining to you. How can you manage from internal chapter of the MOs to be more active in IVSA global? I don't know if it's towards integration for more active or as a member that you would like to say. Okay, so guys, go. Guys,
just go ahead and look at the computer.
Okay, so I'll have the same question for me. How do you manage to transition from being active in a internal chapter to being active globally?
That makes sense.
I think it's a huge step from IVSO in Austria to IVSO Global, but actually, if you I would run for the position if I cannot accept, like, imagine me doing it.
So I completely agree, it's a huge step, but I think like 2 years ago we only started with IVSA in Leipzig and at the same time with IVSA Germany, and we made it like being a really active organization, so you can manage if you want to, and I'm really willing to be. If you want to become more active, it is possible.
Waiting for Bartos to reply to the question. Let's move on to the second question first, and then I will give you.
Okay, second question. Do you have any experience with technological stuff? In brackets, Photoshop, basic design, etc.
Yes, I do. I had my own blog when I was in, I don't know, high school? Yeah, high school. I designed a website once, but I will not tell you that I'm super awesome and I can all the stuff that not someone is able to do. But I can assure you, I will do my very best. I am willing to learn it, even if I may be lacking in experience.
So I'm playing like the normal technical stuff. I'm completely able to do that. And like I'm doing right now the technical stuff like Facebook page for our chapter, which is not really like difficult. But I've been talking to Malcolm and she convinced me that I can do it if I want to, and I really want to, and I'm gonna learn, and I think it will work out.
First question. So the Bartos was, how will you manage the transition from being active in the local and to the global? He says, I'm really motivated to step up my game, and so is IVSA Krakov's board, so I'm sure they will help me out with that. Keep in mind that he has a type, so we're a bit shorter answers. Okay? The third question.
Okay, the third question is just to Bartosz. What have you done in the position of voluntary secretary as there was also an official secretary of the VLC?
I've already done it. Okay, so thank you very much. Waiting for him to finish answering. Okay, so for the second question, he has experience with designing a basic website, graphic design and IT in general. He's sort of the guy that helps around in town, I think. So when they have a problem with technology of different kinds, like on their phones or on their computers. Third question is about voluntary secretary. Facebook. Okay, last question. As a voluntary secretary, he's helped design our certificates that you might have received. And he's also the logo of the IVSA Working Group policies. Maybe Malcolm wants to comment on how he's because it's taking you like that.
So Bartosz has helped me on step. John IVSA. Bartosz has helped me on several projects, especially in terms of making the certificates. And there are some projects which he intended to help with, for example, the journals, but that didn't come to fruition in the end. So yeah, I mean, he has helped out with several projects for sure.
Okay, great. Thank you very much. Then we're moving on to the next position, which is treasurer. Melissa, can you see the status of why you nominated Ivan?
Hi. Ivan is such a great person. I've seen him work really hard as CEO of the South African and give a lot of his energy and dedication in the committee. He's just been working really hard. You can see him in the way he talks about that. I think he'd be a really great treasurer, and I'm excited to audit.
Great. I will leave you from down.
To everyone that doesn't know me, my name is Ivan Kotza. I'm from IVSA South Africa. I've been active in our chapter for the past 2 years, and I'm currently CEO. And over the past year, I've been involved heavily with IVSA internationally and locally, and it has taken up quite a lot of my time. You could almost say that it is the closest thing I've had to a serious relationship within the last few months. But more importantly, I have developed a real passion for this committee, for this organization, and what it stands for. A committee that brings students together, a committee for students, by students, that brings a diverse group of people together to not only help grow and move forward the veterinary students committee in general, but really can network and just make new friends and have family. And after attending the Congress in Romania and in the symposium in Taiwan, I decided that there has to be a way for me to get more involved with this organization. And that was after very careful consideration, and speaking to Akio and Emma specifically, that I thought that the best way for me to become more involved with this would be to run for an exco position. I then decided that to run for exco would not only be better thing for me to get involved with, but it would also help me in a personal way, to assist me with personal growth and help me have a better understanding of myself and a better sense of self-responsibility. And I feel like this is something that exco could really help me with as well on a personal level. Specifically why I also ran for an exco position was I feel like we as a diverse group of people need a representative board that is also of a diverse nature. And I feel like having someone from Africa on the exco board would be a better voice for everyone on this GA, in the GA for example, where we have a diverse group of people around us. Specifically why I chose the treasurer position was my sense of the skill sets that I do have, I feel like would be best suited for this position. Being well organized, precise with what I do, careful with what I think of, and methodical, I feel would be the best ways for me to express these traits that I do have with the treasurer position. And I feel like they're right from me, I think I can say so this and that's very fun. One of the ideas of treasurer that I do have is to negotiate for civil commitment to play the entities and the other questions.
We'll move on straight away to the next nominee, and afterwards we'll have the questions again. So can we have Paul to say a few words about why he nominated Chrissy? Yeah. Microphone.
Good morning, everybody. My name is Paul. I know Christina for the position of treasurer. I've known Christina for over a year now. We met in Milan last year. I think Christina is a very, very nice person. She is a really special character for her. She's quite organized person. I think for somebody like her to be our treasurer, she will really, really do a great job. Thank you.
Right? Christina, can you tell me? Oh, sorry.
Oh, thank you. So, good morning. My name is Cecilia Mazizo. I'm a fifth year student member of IVSA Thessaloniki. I've been associated with IVSA Global since spring of 2014.
Guys, please be quiet.
When I attended a workshop in Naples in Italy. Generally, IVSA Global offered me as a student and helped me to gain experience. This is the reason why I'm running for export treasurer, because I want to offer and facilitate you as much as I can. As treasurer, I will manage IVSA economics, so I will try to make, for example, fees transportation easier with with lower bank commission. So your money will be safer for sure. So please work with me. Thank you.
Okay, so there's one question and it's rather an intense one. One of the candidate experts said that there will be a program for online shopping, but how can you manage the tax for every shipping to worldwide?
Can I answer this?
I think this is about the IVSA merchandise that we're also going to aim to sell online. Is that correct? That people. That was an idea, right? To have the merchandise sold online. Andre, what's the idea to have IVSA merchandise sold online in the future?
I don't understand, sorry.
Is it an idea in the future to sell the IVSA merchandise online?
Yes, it is.
Okay, then the question is for that. So if it's fine, something online.
But it is not a question. Sorry, I don't know what you asked.
It's a very difficult question, but please.
So I'm new to David's office, I'm not going to use things. In all honesty, that is to me a very hard question. I do not have a lot of experience with online shops, but I think working together with Andre, we would be in charge of online shops to figure something out and hopefully make it easier for everyone to not have to pay for shipping. So, I'm sorry, I would have to figure this out in future time when this project, when the idea for the project actually becomes a project.
We should work together, you know. I have some ideas, but it's your. We will talk about it outside, okay?
Are there any questions on the floor? For the treasurers? Yes, Lina?
I would say, Mark, what are your previous experiences with being a treasurer?
Or spending money.
The question was previous experience.
Yeah, so previous experiences with Treasurer. Right now at this stage we have a project at our university called Run for Runners, which is a fun run that we organize for runners. And at this stage I'm in charge of fundraising and sponsorship, so that is my experience right now. And a lot of smaller committees on high school I was treasurer in, but I don't think that's very relevant. And yeah.
To be honest, as an IVSA member, nah, I have not experienced about the
There is room for one more question. Oh, okay.
As a question, because we're moving and dealing, with the changing of banks, which is quite a big thing, it's been going on for a couple of years. I just a year increase. How will that affect it in terms of moving, and what is your perspective on the difference?
Okay, so one of the things that I wrote on my nomination form was that being from South Africa would be a challenge, especially with relocation of parents. But I did speak to Miles about the distance of South Africa away from Europe, and he said if you have a good internet connection, it's fine. And South Africa at least has that at this stage, so I think I'll be able to manage with all the difficulties that might occur.
So as Greece, we are in a European, so it will be easier to transfer money from European Greece to European country to another European country. So I think it will be quite easy for us.
Okay. Thank you. Those were all the questions. We're going to move on to the next position, which is committee coordinator. We're going to start with a sentence from Karina of our new nominated group.
Okay. One sentence, I can do this.
There's a smiley face.
I met Tom in 2 years ago in his 63rd IVSA Congress in Indonesia, and all I can say is he is very responsible. He is super passionate, and what he does, he's very understanding, which is really important for his position. And what he wants you to all know is that he does not suck. Technically, you have to ask him what to do. Ladies and gentlemen,
I feel so boring. I'm sorry, but I have. No, it's okay.
Hey guys, thanks Karina.
Love you too.
My personal IVSA story started 2.5 years ago. It was the first time that I had heard about IVSA. I was immediately interested and intrigued so much that I wanted to become part of it immediately. At that time, there weren't so many or just a few local chapters in Germany. So I gathered more information. I talked to people internationally and locally. And then I established an IVSA chapter in my own faculty at Leipzig. To then join all existing IVSA Germany local chapters in Germany to create IVSA Germany as it exists now. Through the experience of establishing IVSA Germany as a chapter, I started to realize my passion about creating new plans and putting them into action. Meaning that I wanted to create stuff. I also started to love motivating people. I love to infect them with my enthusiasm, which in my opinion is quite important as committee coordinator as well. During the Congress in Indonesia, I was elected for chairman of SCOBY, as some of you may know. But shortly afterwards, I resigned from that position. There were some personal and mental issues involved.
but it took me quite some time to understand what has happened. But the process helped me to grow as a person a lot, really, and it made me so much stronger in many areas of my life. And what matters most to me is that eventually, although I was a bit afraid, I wanted to get back to the IVSA community, which I did. And I want to work with and for IVSA as whole and the Exco, this time with even more dedication. What is it? Okay. So I think what the committee coordinator needs is creativity, an open mind, determination, enthusiasm, and very good communication skills. I believe that I possess all of these qualities, and I really hope that you as the GA will grant me the opportunity to leave the end of my potential term knowing that I've truly given something of myself. Thank you very much.
Okay, next up we have Alex. Laura, can you please say a few words?
So I met Alex during our Porto Vienna exchange in February, and I saw how she was leading her Portuguese team, how she motivated everyone, how she was giving 100%. It was so impressive, and therefore I think she would do such a great job, and she's such an amazing person, and that's why I think she's so awesome.
So, hi everyone, my name is Alex, and I come from sunny, small Portugal. And first of all, I'd like to clear this. Yes, I am the Alex that keeps interrupting GA. A lot of you come up to me about this, and yes, I talk a lot. That's maybe why I don't have a voice anymore. So, for those of you who don't know me yet, a few things you need to know about me. So, I'm a fifth-year vet student, which of course means I still have another year, and that will be fulfilling my curricular externship. Which I will do in 5 minutes. I am a very active person. I have a very critical mind. I'm always coming up with solutions and finding out flaws. And I'm not afraid to speak up. I am genuinely willing to put 100% of myself into this because I really love IVSA. Like Tom said, like my first experience with this was amazing, mind-blowing, and how could I not want definitely to be a part of this? So, why community coordinator specifically? So Tom summed up a lot of the characteristics that are needed, and I completely agree. You have to be organized, you have to know how to be part of the team, but also to lead one. You have to be motivated. I have a lot of energy, so as you can see, I could be a really good source of that. I am a problem solver as well. I really like to work on small issues, and so a million projects at once will not be a problem for me because I really like to dig into that. I'm also very experienced with sponsors and ultimate partners like IVSA and IVSA. We have a really good communication in Portugal, and so we have a lot of working together. So I have really good communication skills. I'm very nervous right now, so that might not show. And most importantly, I have a huge passion for IVSA. That's what I really want you to stick with. So I have some ideas for as committee coordinator that I cannot write my nomination for, and I don't have time to go through many of them. But so as I would like to focus my job as committee coordinator on some aspects. Specifically, I think that the animal welfare committee needs a little help. It's had a rough couple of years, and I definitely think it needs new directions and a more active role and concrete activities. I really want to motivate these people, and I really want to make sure that they make it through the year and that they have something to show next year. So, next thing, well, you all know you already started student wellness in this lovely congress, so that will be a challenge to pick up. Also, Luma is taking its first steps, so those will be areas of important focus. So, in general, I'd like to make the communities more active in the students' lives with externships and positions for representing IVSA in international events, for example. And so why should you vote for me? Well, I don't think I'm more special than Tom or any of you here. I just really hope that you see the passion that I have for this and the dedication that I will put into it, and that makes a difference for you. So thank you.
important to have professional conduct. What previous experience do you have that will assist you in this role? Okay, so the essence of it is basically you have to be professional as a coordinator. What experience you have that will help you in that?
So first of all, I'd like to first of all, I'd like to re-mention the example I gave before with IVSA, with the establishment of this one. I think that's the most notable.
So, first of all, so IVSA in Portugal, some of you might not know, first is a national chapter, so I'm used to handling, we have 6 schools, I'm used to communicating with different teams or representing them with their deans and stuff like that. But also because we are a national chapter, the president is not just an IVSA president, we are very involved with national politics. I'm very used to policy papers and stuff like that. I'm very used to handling sponsors, I'm very used to talking with IVSA and IVSF that I mentioned in my speech. So I think that I won't have a problem with coming up to them and getting new projects. And so yeah, I have a lot of experience in that. And I'm comfortable.
Okay, next question. Being in the EXCO is also about working on a team, and most of you are the community coordinator. So, so which skills do you have that will allow you to work with others?
Okay, first of all, I think some of the
First of all, I'd like to mention some aspects like being open-minded helps a lot. Listen to other people actively is also something that I consider myself to be good at, which is really important to communicate well. Knowing where the problems are, or rather being aware that there can be problems during communications, especially between groups. And I think, for example, the training new trainers workshop last week kind of helped me being a bit more aware of certain facts or certain problems that might occur. And it's, for me, mostly about trying to understand each other's viewpoints and at the same time being aware of the problems that might occur and trying to solve those.
So, from a technical point of view, I'm very good at English. But from a communication skill, I have been leading several teams in many different projects throughout the years. So I am used to not only work in the team, as I will do if I join as part of EXO, meaning changing ideas and knowing how to not only do your job, but do what is best for the team, know how to sacrifice for them. To handle and lead a team, Tom mentioned really good skills. He's completely correct. Open-mindedness, listening to other people. The only thing that I think I can add to Tom is I think that when you're managing so many different projects, it's really important to keep things organized and calendarized because otherwise you might not get anywhere and people might lose motivation. So that would be another thing that I would invest in would be to make sure that everyone knows what the goals are and like when you're supposed to get there. And so I would be always available to help them, but I don't want to distract. Thank you.
Okay, the last question is to each of you individually. Tom, you have a soft personality. How will you go about ensuring the committees do their work timely and pushing them to ensure they stick to it?
Okay. I know that I as a person, I'm a rather soft guy maybe, but there's also a difference between my personality that I do want to bring in with my thoughts, fresh ideas and stuff, but at the same time, when it comes to work, I can become really firm, but yet encouraging, and like, for me, motivating other people
with another tone of my normal personality is for me the key to reach exactly that, like being soft, but at the same time knowing when to be firm.
Thank you so very much.
Alex, you have a strong personality. How do you think that that will work with the rest of EXCO where they all have a strong personality?
So, yeah, I don't think that strong personalities working together are a problem at all. As long as there is respect and good communication, that's the best you could do. Is a lot of people with a lot of energy and good ideas working together. So I don't think that my strong personality will be a problem. I won't outshine anyone because my job as community coordinator is make them shine. So that's what I will do. I'll try to make everyone show their best.
Before we continue, can Vera, Akil, Kerstin, Bartos, Leonie, Ivan, Christina, Tom, and Alex please state if you will be included in the secretary election in case you do not get elected? No, please, okay, I'm just going to go one by one. So just say yes, you want to be included. If you don't want to be, please state if you do not want to be included in the secretary. Vera? No, doesn't want to be included. Akil? Doesn't want to be included either. Kerstin? No. Doesn't want to be included either. I have to ask Bartos just now. Leonie? Yes. Wants to be included. Ivan?
Yeah.
Yes, also wants to be included. Christina? No. Christina does not want to be included. Tom? No. Tom does not want to be included. Alex? No. Does not want to be included. I'll ask Bartos to make sure they're right on the form. So after this, we're going to continue with Secretariat, but the chair would like to entertain a motion for the 10-minute recess.
So
Just a moment. Bartos is saying he's willing to run for secretary.
Oh, Bartos wants to be included as secretary. Any objections to recess? Guys, we have a reading time schedule. Please be back in 10 minutes. Okay, we're going to start then. 10 minutes. I think it's fun in the sheet already.
Guys, 10 minutes.